Jay, first night of Flame, sounding good.
How you know that she wife material?
Numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie.
Let's get it.
Not just that, this her personality. How she kick it off.
Because everything's supposed to be smooth as God's blessing. You shouldn't have to stress and question anything. So
It's just gonna be.
it's just gonna be loyalty and a bond is everything.
So y'all don't feel like a woman that cook, clean,
Like,
wash, like
But
y'all.
see,
I'm a
That's
chef,
why I
so
want like that. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell her. I'll kill a tree and put a rock in the hospital behind her. You feel me? That type of
They cook and clean.
she
and
can be
cook
wife
and-
material without knowing how to cook though.
But I haven't found a woman who can clean better than me. So then that's like knocking
Right.
out 90% of the females that I ever
But that's
even
part of your
ever thought.
relationship with her. You can teach her how to do that just like she gonna teach you things.
That's
It's part
what
of
I
a
was-
relationship.
Exactly, yeah. That's great.
Right.
Growth.
Okay, so now that y'all saying this is gonna go into the next topic. My next topic, I want to know what taught you about a woman. How did you learn about a woman? Did you learn from TV? Did you learn from role models? Did you see your homies in the streets because they was having sex with a woman? That's how you learned about sex. What taught you how to love a woman? What taught you how to hate a woman? Like what
I
taught you
say
about women?
experience
Okay.
itself. You know what I'm saying? Experience, because you might have thought that you loved a woman until you met that new motherfucker, and then that new motherfucker might be the one that you love until you realize you hate that bitch when she showed you some fuck shit. You
Gotcha.
feel me?
Right.
Yeah, that shit can change.
I would say my mother.
Your mother. Okay.
Word.
Because that was the first understanding of a woman. Like, she was my first role model. So, like, you know, everything that a woman cried about, I seen. You know what I'm saying? She was a single mother. She had me when she was 16. So I seen what a 16-year-old woman go through. I seen what a 20-year-old woman go through.
Right.
You feel me? So I ain't want to be that dude or this, you know.
Did that make you respect women more, or did it just make you be more sympathetic or empathetic towards a woman going through the
It
struggle?
depends on the situation, because sometimes I seen my mama do some swindling ass shit too. You feel me? So like it made me, you know, a heads up on all sides. Like,
shit, my daddy, really, man.
He a savage, y'all. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead. Go ahead.
My daddy, really, man. He just been out there. Like, me and my brother been like, every time we go somewhere, he be with my brother. Have us, shit, we females, different females every night. We there.
So that make you feel like you had to do the same thing to him because you saw your dad do that?
Nah, just, you know, talking about females, basically.
Okay.
See, man.
Keegan?
Oh, go
Show
ahead.
me.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, even though my mom and dad was married at a point in time, that nigga used to always tell me don't get married. While he was married,
Why
you
you
feel
think
me?
he said that though?
Because I felt like, to be honest, even though they had a bond and they was doing what they was doing, I felt like he knew in due time, no matter how long it took, that he wasn't gonna be with my mama. And 25 years later, they ended up not being together. And now they both were their soulmates. But I watched them for a long period of time be together, and he was on his shit. And Mom Deuce was loyal. But she always told me to watch out for scandalous ass bitches too. You feel me?
Now you feel like they stuck it out together because they had kids, or were they just afraid of what people would think if they got a divorce? Like,
I think Mom Deuce was stuck in it because she really loved Pops. And I think Pops really loved my mama, but at the same time, he wanted to change her.
Gotcha.
And she was true to herself. She don't want to taught me how to be true to myself. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what that was.
He just laid
on
back
that
down.
scene right there, I mean, I was pretty much raised by a woman. I mean, everybody had that hard life shit where, like, you ain't got your father or you in a split family or whatnot. But I was actually raised by women. And, like, women gonna keep it real with you regardless. Mm-hmm. Women still, like, men don't like to admit it. They want to be kings or whatnot, but women still run that shit. Like,
Facts.
you need a woman experience. You need a woman knowledge. Like, we need the power and the energy from a woman. Sometimes we dumb and women way smarter than us. Like, you need that balance on the scale, man and woman. But realest thing, a woman never told me, like, dealing with these females, like, you may fuck her the first time, but every time after that, she fucks you.
That's for real. That's
Think
My
about
mom and
it.
my daddy was
Yeah.
both was dogs. I ain't gonna lie
Yeah,
to
think
you,
about
shit,
it. Like
but
it's
they both taught me.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
well, you gotta do the right thing. Gotta do it for these women, cause shit, well, you gonna need it one day. But at the same time, shit, I say fuck you. Oh, you know what time it is? Like sometimes it be that way. Sometimes shit, some niggas be the, you know what you call it, the puppies. I can't get the word, but
Displaying expectations. You're listening to 864 Hip Hop. If you would like to chime in on the conversation, please call in to 864-214-5576. All right. So our next topic that we're going to discuss, I want to know at what point did each of you realize you transitioned from boyhood to manhood? Not just because you had sex with a woman, not just because you paid a bill. At what point did you realize you mentally transferred from boyhood to manhood? I mean, if you still transitioning, say that. But at what point did you realize you transitioned from boyhood to manhood, Dedrick?
like when you say that, you mean with a woman or just?
I mean, just in general, at what point do you feel like you reached your maturity level and you was like, yo, I'm a man. You saw things for what it was.
Shit, when I was on my own, basically at 12, I was out there on the street, in the streets, running, doing all types of shit with the homies in the streets, moving around, and shit happens.
Gotcha.
And that's when life hit me in my face, like, damn, well, you here, like, shit, you gotta make it on your own. You gotta really get it. You gotta push this shit to the limit.
Keegan?
I think I'll probably speak for every man. Like, I think young people, I think everybody need a fucking child. Like, when I had my first child, like, that changed my whole life. Like, you can't move how you want to, you can't do, but like, ain't shit in the streets. Like, you live and you learn. You gotta fall on your ass a couple times.
Yeah, definitely.
And you gotta definitely learn, like, and I think people should show people like that hard kind of love, because the streets will eat you the fuck up. Like,
Right. I mean, that's a transition from womanhood to manhood. That's all across the board.
That's all across the board.
Yeah.
Like, you just gotta goddamn stay woke, stay on your shit, stay focused, get you a plan, get you a goal, get you something you love to do, and goddamn stick with it. Don't let nobody hate, fuck your grind up, do none of that shit. Get that money, it's out there, change your life. Like, the streets ain't it.
Macbeth? Oh, Macbeth.
I say, you know what I mean, when my son was born, for real, because it wasn't about me anymore. Like, you know, it was, I always had a plan of, this is my 3-year goal, this is my 5-year goal, but I kind of reached him. You know, people say you're going to have a baby at like 30, 35, this, that, and the third, so he came at 21, so, you know, that's a little long ways away from 35.
Hold on, guys. We got somebody calling in to the hotline. Missed the call. Call back in to 864-214-5576 to join the conversation. I'm sorry. Continue, Macbeth.
Yeah, so that's basically what I was saying was just when I had a responsibility of another life, you know what I mean? Like, I knew, like, you know in yourself as a boy or whatever, like, I can go without a meal, but, you know, you have a child that needs formula or whatever. So that last $20 is different. It's looked at it differently. You feel me? Instead of a dime bag and a bag of chips. You know what I'm saying? You talking about some Pampers and some wipes. You feel me? So I would say that.
Gotcha. Prince.
I say when I was 15, the first time my dad left my mama, and I ran away from home because that's when I went straight to Butler Center, started fucking with my cousin Trap now, got me a quarter spoon, and started hustling and helping my mama pay bills and shit. That's when I felt like I became a man, you know what I'm saying? Because I was able to beat up for my mama, because my daddy wasn't. But then I say, like the fella said, I became a better man when I had my little girl, though. Okay. That's when I felt like I transitioned to the higher level, you know what I'm saying?
Like your mentality changed a bit more?
Yeah, had to.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing about it, I caught my worst charge ever after I had my little girl, after all these years. So shit, that right there in itself also helped me change.
All right, again, this is Flame. You're listening to Flame Expectations. 864 Hip Hop. Call in 864-214-5576. Next question. Now, this is something I want y'all to really dig deep for.